Alright, so this question right here is about reliability. This one's about McDonald's ice cream machines, which we know aren't very reliable. So the question reads, you're managing a McDonald's with a finicky ice cream machine. The machine has 6 components, 3 identical freezing units, each works 73% reliably, only one needs to work, 2 identical mixing motors, each working 83% reliably, only one needs to work, and 1 dispensing mechanism that works 90% of the time. Each component has its own reliability rating percentage. The machine works only if at least 1 freezing unit and at least 1 mixing motor and dispensing mechanism are all functioning. What is the probability of the ice cream machine being operational? Round to the nearest percentage point and answer without the percent symbol. For example, if your answer is 53.3%, enter 53. Alright, so let's start with the components that we have right here. Let's break this down. We have 3 freezing units. Let's go ahead and draw that out. Alright, and each freezing unit works 73% of the time. So let's do that. 0.73, 0.73, 0.73. Alright, let's draw our mixing motors. We have 2 of those. And they work 83% of the time. So we're going to go ahead and put that there. 0.83 and 0.83. Alright, and we have 1 dispensing mechanism. So let's draw that right here. And the dispensing mechanism works 90% of the time. 0.90. Alright, so now the machine only works if at least 1 freezing unit and at least 1 mixing motor and dispenser work. So first, let's find a probability that at least 1 of the freezing unit works. So to do that, we must find a probability that none of them work. So how we would do that is we would take 1 minus the 73% chance that it is working, which is 0.73. And with that equals 0.27. So for all 3 to fail, you would multiply 0.27 cubed. So let's do that 1 second. 0.27 times 0.27 times 0.27. And with that, you get, excuse me, 0.019, or about, we could just round it up to about 0.02, really. So that is, so then we have to take 1 and subtract that from the 0.02. Oh gosh. 1 minus 0.02. That equals 0.98. So there is a 98% chance that at least 1 of the freezing units will work. So let's put that right there. Now let's do the same thing for the mixing motors. We're gonna do 1 minus 0.83, which gives us 0.17. So we're going to take 0.17 and square that. 0.17 times 0.17. And for that we get 0.0289. We're going to just round that up to 0.03. So we're going to take 1, subtract 0.03 from that, and we end up with 0.97. So there's a 97% chance for the mixing motors. And then for the dispenser, since only one of them, we see is going to be 90% chance that the dispenser is working. So what we're going to do for that is multiply all of these percentages together. So let's do that. 0.98 times 0.97 times 0.9, and we end up with 0.855. Rounded up, we're going to do, let's say, 0.86. So essentially, there's about an 86% chance that ice cream machine is operational. So let me go ahead and write that. 86% is your final answer.